All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Live na
Hello
tayo?
po.
Afternoon.
Hindi pa
Opo,
naman.
live na tayo.
Live na tayo. Ayun, wait lang Yun, kita ko na. So anyway, ayun, good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Ito yung first webinar session natin and
Alright.
yung
Hello. Good afternoon.
good afternoon. Yan.
I think, sir, nag-e-echo on your ano.
Oo nga eh. Wait, ano yun ko lang off ko lang.
Sige po.
Ayun, this afternoon kasi very important rin yung ano eh. Start na tayo sir, no?
Opo.
Very important yung topic natin kasi most of businesses and especially microenterprises and startups as in total no operations. Yung iba nakakapag-operate pero yung iba hindi. So most likely most of concern ng mga startup is about how can they sustain yung business after COVID-19.
Hmm.
So hopefully ma-discuss natin ngayon dito. We invited kasi a speaker from um, StoreHub, a community manager, which is Sir Eddon. And we also
Hello.
invited a representation ng mga startup and microenterprises, which is Miss Mellie, Mayol from TSC Bags. So, ayun. Sir Eddon, how can we start ba?
Okay, sige po. So, I actually have prepared a slide for each and every one po para sa atin. So, yeah. Ang pinaka-common questions right now or challenging question po sa ating mga fellow entrepreneurs and retailers out there is, how can my business survive during COVID-19? So, I just wanted to ask lang din po, sa inyo ba, sir? Sir Ajimir, let's start with you first. Natanong mo rin ba to sa sarili mo? Ngayon, nung nagkaroon ng
Oo,
lockdown, nung nangyari
sobra.
to. So,
Sobra.
ano yung ginawa mo?
Actually for me, since wala naman akong choice kasi since stop operation talaga yung industry ko. So hindi ko naman siya pwede ipilit. So I focus online kasi. So para to build up my following and actually nag-conceptualize ako ng mga events after ng ECQ. So more of planning part talaga ako in online.
Oh, okay. So that's an interesting part. At least may
Mm.
ginawa kayo. How about you, Ma'am Mel? What did you do when this first news came out? Are you bothered ba na, naku, ano mangyari sa negosyo ko during this COVID-19? Because it's like a lot of businesses are like opted to close down or stop their operations. How about you, Ma'am Mel? How is it?
Um, so, of course, I was in a panic kasi syempre this is my main source of income. However, I think the formation of my group as a solo entrepreneur, I don't think I'll be able to survive this on my own. Kasi sa small business ko kasi ako lang. Ako gumagawa, ako yung marketing, ako yung customer service. Um, and I do also the social media management. But as a group kasi and as a cooperative, ang dami kasing benefits ng cooperative, like one being we're tax exempt. So I really believe that there is um I I was really thinking na I really believe that there is power in numbers. So if we can just join mga bazaars there na ang clientele is class A. So I was able to get Manila Fame, Maarte Fair, and also Filipina Z. These are organized by charity foundation, ganon. So, I
Mm.
think na I'm very positive naman for our future as a group. Kasi at least yung mga joining fee pwede namin paghati-hatian. Yung hindi lang the
Mm.
risk as a
Opo.
business. I think you and I, everybody in this webinar can relate na being a solopreneur rather, the risk and especially the risk and the profit and whatnot all falls on you kasi. At least as a group, you can work together as a group. You are duly
Oo.
registered as a cooperative. And, all, what do you call this? Um, two minds are better than one, all the more. So I think we're gonna be okay naman. I'm very positive for the future.
That's interesting. So I think basing from the two of you, no, at least you have like first is a good positive mindset. I think that's very, very important in what's really happening right now is. And I think more than beyond the question po, like how can my business survive during the COVID-19? The main topic here is what are you doing in order to survive? Because some people are like being so reactive rather than being proactive at this time. Because this time, na kunyari, in my community, I'll just be sharing something in my community. There are several community members that I have that's like messaging me like, sir, do you have some tips and ideas on how to run my business during this time? Because from my number of stores, they own a concept store. Ang tumatakbo na lang po is tatlo na lang yung open or some are just one. And some are even to the extreme na they stop operation, they close the store for the meantime. So I keep on asking them, what are you doing in order to survive? Because you actually have a lot of options. And I'll be sharing it for you with the next slides. So it's never too late. You can still run your business, definitely. So a while ago, we're having a chat with you, Miss Mel, right? Nung tinatanong ko sa'yo, can you give us again the story that what's your challenges right now? Because I think business is still operational for you, tama, ma'am?
Sir,
Yes.
cut ko lang.
Sige
Baka
po.
pwede natin bigyan ng time si Miss Mellie, introduce ko yung products nyo para familiar
Yeah,
lang
yeah.
yung viewers.
Sige po.
Sorry, what was that?
Baka pwede natin explain ko ano yung products ng business nyo para at least familiar yung mga ibang nanonood.
Sure. Handmade pwede akong kumuha ng product na lang para pakita
Sige,
ko sa inyo.
go.
And
Sige,
then,
sige
so
po.
Sige,
Yes,
go.
yes.
one moment lang. One moment.
Sige. Yun, actually maganda kasi, sir, actually kaya in-invite natin yung mga crafters kasi mas affected sila nung lockdown
Understood. And I think Miss Mel has really nice story behind her brand. Tama, Sir Engineer, no?
Oo, totoo.
So, sige. But while waiting for Miss Mel to come,
Na-review niyo, sir, kung may mga chats?
yes, sir.
Hindi. Okay.
Meron tayong tatlong comments right now.
Hindi ko ma-view sa akin Anyway, sige.
Ayan, viewing sa atin si Sir Justin David. Hi, Justin. Miss Rachel Joyce Rumba. Please if you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment it for us para we could answer it at the end of this webinar. And yeah, I really do hope to help startup community and entrepreneurs during this challenging time.
Hi, I'm
Ayan, yun na
back.
si Ma'am Mellie.
Hi, Mamel. Okay.
Okay. Hello. So yeah, our products basically are handmade, hand embroidery. So like for example, this cap. Kita niyo ba?
Opo.
Yeah.
Kita.
That's embroidery. Ano pa? Ganito.
Oh. It's actually an accent necklace. Tama, ma'am?
Yes, and a headband.
Okay, that's interesting.
So,
So,
lahat handmade, ma'am, no?
handmade. Basically parang ano siya, hand embroidered kasi given a lot of time now, I research also what is the difference between handmade and handcrafted. So basically, we're more of handcrafted because we don't really make our stuff from scratch.
Mhm.
And as you can see, this is not what shall I say, basic commodity. It's more of a luxury. So, um, if you're gonna tag your item or your product as handmade, you actually can price it kasi nga gawang kamay, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, medyo mahal siya. Um, I wouldn't say na hindi siya sellable. I think it's very sellable. But kasi nga ngayon, nahihirapan tayo. Nahihirapan din yung tao. It's not their priority din. So, of course, there are negative impacts of COVID-19 and the ECQ.
Okay, but Ma'am Mel, a while ago you were sharing like kanina sinabi niyo sa amin na you're still have clients but parang main problem niyo right now is on delivery. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, like for example, these are actually everything I showed you are sold na.
Oh.
But what they call this? But they have to wait. So, like for example, I think my client would have bought more if makukuha niya. It's actually
Mm.
because also, ang naisipan ko kasing marketing promotion doon is the support and donate. So, all of my proceeds will be donated to the frontliners, the medical professionals. So, what happened was more on donation yung ginawa nila. That's why they bought. So
Ah.
there's a difference because they bought to donate. They actually didn't buy to for themselves.
Hmm. Which is an interesting like marketing campaign from your side because I think you're having it as a cost which is very timely at this time, and a lot of clients would
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to buy that because they wanted to help in their own little way, right? Pero
Yeah.
that's interesting. That's interesting. So, okay, so for the next slide po that I'll be sharing with you is I actually prepared some different slides. But one thing that I would just wanted to highlight here in this webinar is at any given time, even nung kahit nung wala pang COVID or ngayon na may COVID,
Mm-hmm.
it's more highly important for us to prepare a business continuity plan. Especially kapag kayo yung mga
Yes.
entrepreneurs na meron kayong mga staff na pinapasahod, stall na binabayaran for your rent, ano pa, mga taxes na binabayaran, and so many other more. You need to have a business continuity plan. Kasi ang importansya ng isang business continuity plan, hindi lang niya pinoprotektahan yung kayo bilang business owner, kundi pinoprotektahan din niya yung mga employees ninyo, yung mga suppliers ninyo. So, this common kit na dapat meron kayo, which is a normally a business owner would tend to forget. Because some entrepreneurs agree or disagree with me, if they put up a business, it first comes with an idealization, idea muna, then execute.
Mm-hmm.
Tama po?
Mm-hmm.
But on the point na thinking more than beyond the box na dapat meron ako nakaprepare na business continuity plan kapag kunyari nagkaroon ako ng bankruptcy. For example, nagkaroon ng sunog, nasunog yung stall ko, ano na yon para sa akin? Contingency plan or continuity plan is very, very important. So, yun yung mga 10 na mga entrepreneurs natin na nakakalimutan. So, I think with your, basing from your profile and for your respective brands, I think you already have your like business continuity plan. Hindi nyo nga siya masasabi minsan na business continuity plan. Siguro mga alternative solutions that you have in mind right
Mm-hmm.
now. Well, I salute Miss Mel because you're really on hand sa inyong brand. Tama, you're doing everything from manufacturing, you're doing your own business, through marketing. Do you have any like
Yeah.
inspiration coming from anyone, basing from what you do?
Um, I would have to say no. I think in this business or any other business, if you really want to succeed, it should be your passion.
Passion.
So I can say I don't do this just for the money. So whenever I'm not doing anything, I'm actually doing something. I read on, I research, I spend a lot of time on Pinterest, getting ideas, reading, and like what I said nga kanina, I as a solopreneur, I don't think I'll be able to survive this on my own. So I don't know what you call the cooperative that I am forming or we are forming with my group. It probably is a business continuity plan kasi like
Mm.
sabi nga ng nanay ko, you can't keep on doing this forever, tahi ka ng tahi. You can't do that forever. So I said, oh nga no. So what do I do para magtuloy-tuloy yung income ko dito? So, yan, magko-co-op kami para from being just me, it's gonna be a group and then later on, we probably will supply na lang, magiging supply store na lang kami. And then, continue mag-workshop, ganyan. But I cannot do this forever talaga, yung ako lang magtatahi. Of course, di ba? Because I'm not getting any younger.
Tama, tama. And I think that the cooperative is really, really nice. That's a very nice idea. And I think it's also timely at this time, especially for artisan products. You need to have a strong group. Because just like what you
Yeah.
mentioned, artisan products is like not that too cheap because it's handmade. So yung
Yeah.
yung product ninyo, ma'am, how much is like an average embroidered product coming from you?
This one, actually, they're even on sale. Like this one, I sold this for 1,000.
Mhm.
This one is also 1,000. This one is 499. There. So basically, siguro cheapest ko is 200. 200 to up to pag wall arts na. I think I charged as much as 3,500. But it can go higher depending on ano, on the
The
design.
design. Okay. How about you, Sir Ajimir? Do you have already what is the business continuity plan for your events company?
Actually kasi pwede kami mag-pre-plan kasi. So actually pwede kami mag-announce ng mga events pero for me hindi pa rin siya ideal eh kasi yun nga gaya nung sinasabi ni Ma'am Mellie, may challenges rin yung mga solopreneurs so hindi rin ideal na encourage sila magkaroon ng down payment or kumbaga hindi pwedeng pre-selling right now for my industry. So ang strategy ko is more of planning lang rin, coordination with different venues muna as of the
Mhm.
moment kasi yun lang talaga yung pwede kong gawin. Pero yun nga kasi kapag entrepreneur guy, normally hindi lang pera puhunan mo eh, kailangan mo mamuhunan ng tiwala eh. So gaya ni Ma'am Mellie, parang I'm looking forward pa rin na after ECQ everything will be good naman for the business.
Yeah, I think for that, sir, the planning stage is already your like kind of a business continuity plan. At least meron na tayong ginagawa. Because just like what I mentioned a while ago, marami yung mga entrepreneurs natin na in-stop na nila yung business and they're not doing anything, waiting for this pandemic to,
Stop rin sila.
to stop.
Mm-mm.
So the uncertainties here is like, because our numbers here in the Philippines is keep on rising. The last time I checked, we're already 4,000. So it's a good thing as well that Sir Edjimir
4,000 plus.
and Miss Mel had actually agreed for this webinar because there are really no news in social media, in mainstream that talks about how to help SMEs or entrepreneurs right now at this time. It's more on like ako minsan po sa totoo lang nagkakaroon ako ng social media detox I step away from being in Facebook or in news because it's the same thing and madedepressed lang din ako. So I utilize my time to be more proactive, coming up of a marketing plan, pitching up to new ideas, and how to help more communities out there through social media as well. So, ayun. Yun yung para sa akin naman po ang ginagawa ko. So, ang next slide po natin dito, Wes. Aside from the business continuity plan, is you need to be able to sell your products online. Some common platforms that we're actually using right now is Facebook and Instagram. And some even go for platforms like Lazada or Shopee. But one thing I wanted to highlight is having your own e-commerce platform. Okay, in just a rough nutshell, Ma'am Mel, I think you're more into the position to answer this one, no? Have you thought about having your own e-commerce for your brand?
I actually did. I had an e-commerce platform. I had a website. I have a website.
Mm-mm.
The only difference, I think the Filipinos in general, number one, because I used GoDaddy, eh. They don't
Mm-mm.
really have a credit card. It's either they are not, that's one, they don't have a credit card. Number two is they don't know how to differentiate a debit card and a cash card.
Mm-mm.
And then number three is there's still this notion that if you buy
Natatakot.
online, natatakot pa rin sila to enter their, their credit cards or their um, details
Details.
nila, ganon. So
Mm-hmm.
what I did was I was paying 1,700 for that every month. And then I thought it's not income generating. So I decommissioned it, and then I made another one, a portfolio type na lang, just for a business. I think it's very essential for a business to have your own website for representation.
Correct.
So portfolio na lang siya. All of the transactions happen on IG, Facebook, and then I give them a link where they can pay. That's it.
So that's your process. Okay. What I need to emphasize here, why you need to have your own e-commerce platform is because an average business owner spends over 5 minutes just to be able to close a sale. And meaning kapag kunyari, hindi ka nakapag-respond on time, hindi na nila yon parang ipupush na kukulitin ka pa. Tama, ma'am? I really
Yeah.
I really can relate to this because this is a normal, typical retail or entrepreneur is experiencing on social media. Ma'am, anong color po meron? Anong size? Minsan makikipag-bargain pa sila sa'yo on the chat. That's make it more lengthy. And remember, that's just one chat. What if you have a lot of chats? So what we're pushing actually in StoreHub, which is the brand that I'm working with, is we wanted to make the e-commerce platform be accessible and affordable for our Filipino entrepreneurs. Because first thing that you would want to have on your e-commerce, nabanggit ni Ma'am kanina, it's very important for a brand to have a website as a reference para makat yung time natin in spending in a chat. Because normally, on those people who message you on Facebook or on Instagram, yun na yung mga prospect clients ninyo. And what more if you actually have their interest or you have their website na mag-choose ka na lang on what specific size or color. That's that 5 minutes time that you spend in a chat could become shorter and could have high returns for you. But again, it depends on how you market your product, on how you manage your social media. Actually, I've been checking Miss Mel's page. Yung That's So Cute. She's really doing a great job on it, I could say. But on the
Thank
next
you.
slide, I'll be sharing more on how artisan products can do it. So ito po yung sinishare ko kanina. I don't want it to be on a hard note, but actually StoreHub, during at this time, is helping more Filipinos out there basing from what we have right now. Digital adaptation is very, very important. So more and more of our clients are actually realizing it right now na it's a time for them to go online. And they use our platform to make that easier. In terms of product variety, mas makikita nila doon yung inyong parang products that they could actually choose from. And the good thing about our product as well is, when this comes back and you have an online physical store, you could both run your online and physical store at the same time, linked together. So next thing that I'm going to share with you is running your promotions and customer loyalty program. This is actually in Tide na po lahat-lahat, no? About 190% of difference in average sales from returning customers versus your new customers. For Miss Mel, ilan basing from your side ang mga repeat customers nyo kumpara dun sa mga bagong customers? Mas marami ba yung mga repeat customers?
Me?
Yes, Ma'am Mel. Opo.
Sorry. Actually, maybe out of 5, maybe I have mga 2 repeat customers.
2 repeat.
Returning customers. And then, mga ganun 2. Out of 5, ha?
Out of 5. So meaning the 3 are actually new. Is it a referred ba sila by your existing client?
Maybe, I'm not sure. So, thank you for pointing that out. I don't really ask where they heard from me. I think it's because I also want, like what you said, I want to cut the conversation between customer and, just close the deal. So I cut to the chase. Parang, okay, so what's your order? Ganyan. And then, tawag mo dito. So I don't exactly know if they are referred or not.
Because basically from what we have, sabi ko nga po dito, most of the returning customers are more parang buying your products compared to the new one because their word of mouth is very important. And I think that's also one that we also need to check on. And you cannot check that on in just plain chatting or whatsoever. Through an e-commerce platform such as ours, you could already capture that. Kasi yung mga nag-inquire sa inyo, you could have it at the database para kung sakaling meron kayong ongoing promotions or attending an event such as Sir Ajimir's events, you could actually use that to promote your brand already. That, hey, catch us on this parang bazaar going on maybe on some few months' time. So hindi na kayo mahihirapan para meron na rin kayong database. So having said that as well, meron tayong, I suggested, there are actually 3 pillars of an awesome business. One is to grow your customer. Second is how to retain your customer. And efficient business management. So these are the 3 things that I think each and every one of us here managing our business should really look into and consider it. Because right now, if some of you are not opening your business, what you should be doing is search, attend more webinars, something like this, that could actually help you have those ideas na para ma-encourage pa kayo to maybe when this quarantine ends, at least you're now back on your feet. Because like what I shared with Sir Ajimir the previous time when he invited me, I think the world will never be the same again. Would you agree, Ma'am Mel?
Yes.
We are going to start on the same starting point. Wala na yung mga brands na nakakalat. We're going to start on the same ground. So it's very important for us to utilize our time very, very well. And number 4, I think this is also very particular about artisan products is, since it's handmade, it's very important not just to sell your product, but to sell your story. Some things that I also admire in some of the artisans is, may mga tinatawag sila na kagaya po na nasa picture na to. Paano nga ba gawin? Like for example, Ma'am Mel, for your brand, paano nga ba gawin? How much time does Miss Mel takes in order for her to make an embroidered cap?
Mhm. Um, well, it depends, but for this, like for example, this one, I made it in a day.
In a day?
So, in a day.
Okay.
So, what do you call this? So, meron akong parang standard. So, per day, I parang, ang kita ko per day for myself is, parang PF ko is 1,000 per day. So, if I finish an item for one day, I'm gonna price it for 1,000. Yung ganon.
Oo.
Depende,
Mm.
depende sa, like, but this one kasi it's not so, the design is not so difficult. But for example, if the design were a little bit more challenging and I still made it in a day, it's different na. It's not gonna be 1,000 anymore kasi mas mahirap siya eh. Ganon. Like, this is also the struggle with handmade because you don't really, for some, not all, for some brands or for some artisans like me, we don't really have like a price list. We always say based on design. Kasi like for example, if we say for a cap 1,000, the customers will say, okay, so if it's a 4,000, this is what I want.
Correct.
And then there you are, in yourself na hindi na siya worth it, but you said it's 1,000. So it's yung starting point lang siya. Ganon.
May ganun siya. Well, this is interesting. So, ayun po. I think this is in terms of the artisan entrepreneurs natin. Paano naman kapag ako ay online seller of a regular, maybe a ready-to-wear clothes? So, how could I, just for parity, I'm just giving you some ideas about your marketing. Kung sino man po yung mga nanonood din sa atin right now is, instead of you keep posting your items like, okay, this blouse maybe is 300, this blouse is 150. Have that variety of your marketing campaigns or visuals. Like, may for example, a day in the life of an online seller. Mag-picture ka, tell the story because people out there, more than just buying anything, they are interested on the story behind that product.
Right. Totoo.
Behind that creative idea ninyo. So don't be bothered about the borders that lock you in a square. Be more creative and have more engagement on social media really at this point in time. Kasi lahat na po tayo ngayon is nasa social media because of
Mas
the
maraming
quarantine.
time.
Yes, Sir Ajimir, di ba?
Yeah.
Mas maraming time. And I think, Sir
Totoo.
Ajimir, di ba, you're also suggesting to your community to brand their social media properly at this time. Bakit, sir? Ano ba yung nakikita mo
Yes.
right now?
Kasi yun nga, na-mention ko rin sa kanila kasi na halos lahat nasa social media ngayon eh. So, all ages. So most likely, any brand, any products, or any business, naka-online yung market nila. So may possibility na matap nila yung market nila randomly. So kung kasi ito nga yung napansin ko rin. So na-mention nyo rin kanina na nung na-announce yung ECQ kasi, almost lahat ng business, even sa social media, tumigil sila. So sobrang parang dinamdam nila na wala na mangyayari, boring na, walang negosyo. Nakalimutan kasi nila magtanim. Kumbaga, while yung nagro-run yung ECQ, mas maraming time para magtanim, both on social media presence, building up yung social media following, and at the same time, yung building up yung knowledge mo as entrepreneur. Kasi baka ako kasi normally, for sure si Mamel makaka-relate kasi tayo mga entrepreneur, sobrang dami nating iniisip eh.
Yeah, oo.
Before nung tumatakbo yung normal lang lahat, ang dami nating kasi nga running eh. Kumbaga, sunod-sunod yung events, ang daming meetings. So parang di natin mapagtuunan ng pansin yung mga naisip natin. So ngayong ECQ, parang mas maraming time para balikan yung mga naisip mo before about your business na hindi mo nagawa. So ngayon, ako most likely, bumabalik ako sa ganun kasi may mga concept ako before na hindi ko matuloy upuan kasi nga tuloy-tuloy yung nangyayari sa business. Pero this time, since ECQ, halos lahat sa bahay. So parang mas nag-focus ako sa ganun. Yung building up yung ideas ko,
Mm-mm.
yung business ko, kahit even through social media lang.
It is very timely po talaga ngayon. So, I think right now, what I just wanted to cascade with each and every one of us viewing this webinar is, yeah, that COVID-19 never stops you to do something. Maybe your shop cannot be operational, maybe it can nag-close po siya. But at your own time, instead of you just sorry, browsing around your phone, maybe checking on your Instagram or Facebook, why not use this time really to leverage your game? Because sabi ko nga po kanina, after this one, we're starting on the same starting point again. So, paanuhan na lang po talaga yan kung sinong pinakamas mabilis sa ating tumakbo, up on their game. So, yeah, that's what I really wanted to push on every one of this one. So, having said that, the next is, now, what are you missing out? I think I will leave this question to our entrepreneurs out there, basing from our discussion right now. What are you missing out? Is it about the time, the ideas, financial, or your family, perhaps? But that doesn't actually stop you from there. We have a lot of things that we could do during this time, utilize it properly, and level up our game. And the last slide is, the world is rapidly changing. It's changing so rapidly that we don't know if we're gonna keep it up. So, I think that's the end of my presentation, Sir Ajimir, Miss Mel. Sir Ajimir, meron ba tayong mga comments? Parang ang daming lang I just read na lang po siguro here.
Sige, hindi ko ma-view eh.
Eto sir, nasa...
Anyway, Miss Mel, kayo, on your point, do you have any questions na baka hindi na-address sa slides ni Sir, sa presentation ni Sir Eddon?
I think covered naman siya pretty well. I just like to know kasi, like, madaming ang time, diba? So I was thinking kasi din na, I think this is the perfect time for collaborations. This is basically what the cooperative is. The cooperative is all about collaborating with, other people that share the same passion as you. So, I was thinking kasi, I don't know how other people will be after this ECQ, but I'm very sure ang daming kating-katinang lumabas. Though that is not, diba, that is actually not very advisable. Though the very day na sabihin na it's lifted, I think lalabas lahat yan. I mean, I'll probably bet a few hundreds on it. However, where will they go, number one? And then, how would you capture that market? Yung atat umalis ng bahay. How would you attract them to come here? Because all of them would like to unwind eh. So, paano mo siya, how would you capture that market? Kasi, what do you call this? Parang, I think si Sir Ajumi, I think everybody in this chat or in this webinar can testify na iba pa rin ang sale kapag nakikita nila yung item. Especially for some people na hindi masyadong magaling or probably not very informed as to how they'll market through social media, through pictures, how do yung kasabi ni Sir, na paano mo, how do you tell them your story, sell them a story and not the product. Some people are not good storytellers, but they are good entrepreneurs. So, and they are good marketers though. So how do you suggest there? How do you suggest we go out there and be entrepreneurs? Because everybody is an entrepreneur, but not everybody is a storyteller.
Is that question, by the way, for me, Ma'am Mel?
Yeah, it's yeah, or for you,
For
sir, and for
everyone
Sir
na lang.
Arjumir
For
too. For
everyone.
everyone, yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay. Sir Ajimir, I think you should start first because you're one of the greatly affected because for your events, right?
Mm-mm.
Actually, for me, ma'am, naiintindihan ko yan kasi totoo naman ako sa industry ko, ang dami kong nami-meet na entrepreneur pero mahiya close in person. Kumbaga hindi, gaya na sabi mo, hindi ganun kagaling in terms of marketing or selling products or telling story. Pero for me kasi, every entrepreneur should develop that part kasi talaga. And kung ako
Yeah.
kasi, actually mahihain ako sa camera eh. Mahihain ako sa ganito. Pero I have to conquer it kasi ito yung way to help people, to sustain yung advocacy ko. And at the same time, darating ako sa point na kailangan kong gawin to. So parang siguro the
Mm-mm.
best suggestion for those kind of people kailangan i-conquer talaga nila yung flaws nila. Kaya nga 'di ba sabi ko nga medyo mahaba yung ECQ natin. So we have more time to develop that
Oo.
part. So kung mahina, dapat nga mas okay ma'am sa social media kasi parang pwede mong isipin yung gagawin mo kung video man yan, pwede mong isipin yung magiging content. Kung write-up man yan, pwede mong isipin yung magiging content with a longer time bago mo i-launch. So parang mas madali nga siya kung gagawin muna natin sa social media instead of parang
Mm-mm.
in person na kagad na parang how we start yung conversation. Sanay dun sa part ng marketing niya.
Okay. I
So
think
for
for
me, kailangan i-develop talaga ng every entrepreneur yung part na yun.
okay po. Sa akin naman po, I think I would definitely agree for Miss Mel. During this time, we need to collaborate. Because only in collaboration, we could harness and improve on we start to connect and we start to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
It first starts with a collaborative idea, collaborative mindset na I need to join these types of group, these types of webinar for me to learn something. I think po, this is one thing that I'm really proud of. I'm a community manager for StoreHub. And I founded a retailers group called Philippine Retailers Community way back in September 2019 with just 15 members. And how do I do that? I joined a lot of Facebook groups, promoting, doing everything basically. But my goal in Philippine Retailers Community, why I formulated that community group is, I found out that majority of Facebook community groups, particularly in retail, is all about selling the item. Then, it pops to my mind, what differentiates one retailer from a different retailer that sell the same item? So, ang inano ko na po dun is, it's only up on their game. And here at StoreHub, marami rin kami mga nakakausap na very thankful about our solution on our e-commerce and our POS, basically. So I came up with the idea, why not establish a Facebook community group that helps and aims to educate Filipino entrepreneurs. Kasi kung pupunta kayo sa Philippine Retailers Community, most of our content there is like tips and ideas on how to market online. Yun yung mga ganun na content namin. And a lot of my members are actually fond of those types of contents and very thankful for it. Now we're already 1,003 entrepreneurs and hopefully we're still gonna grow as a community. I really encourage each and every one you to join that community because if you have questions, feel free to ask. May mga nagtatanong doon, I'm starting a business, ano po bang mga idea? Marami po nagko-comment and nagsasuggest kung ano yung mga pwede nila ano. So, I really encourage if and everyone to join that community in collaboration as well with like Sir Ajimir's group, the Startup Local group, which invited me for this
Yeah.
webinar. This is a nice collaboration. And Miss Mel going to a cooperative, it's also a nice way for her to,
Actually, maganda yun.
diba? So, I hope, Sir Ajimir, we could, basing from three of us here and any
Yeah.
viewers there, we could start to collaborate and have these certain ideas. Like, I don't mind to be spending 1 hour of my day, each day, just to talk about some entrepreneurs wanting to learn maybe on marketing, maybe on how to close a sale just for a chat. I would want to help you at this time. So feel free. Yun lamang po. Thank you so much for this effort, Sir Jimir and Miss Mel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Eddon.
Thank you po. So I think for this one po, I just wanted to utilize as well as this time. Kung kayo po ay isang retailer, so Jimmy, anuhin ko na lang Kung kayo
Sige.
po ay isang retailer or entrepreneur na nangangailangan ng isang e-commerce platform, later on after this webinar, I'll be sharing to you one link that you could register and sign up with StoreHub para matulungan po kayo ng aming mga business consultants in explaining how StoreHub can actually help you in this challenging time. So,
Thank you.
Mel, kayo po.
Actually, I just like to say thank you for the opportunity and the knowledge imparted. Please do send that link, and then I also am looking forward for collaborations. Madami akong so alam mo yun.
Oo. Actually, yun. Lahat marami
Bawal
tayo.
i-reason ngayon na busy ako. Hindi ka busy.
Oo.
So, you can just hit me up for whatever, and then we can talk about it. Kasi I have a group that I want to lead. So I'd also want to give them, the best and how to cope up with this little hiccup in the business.
Correct. All right. So, Ajimir, would you have to end and anything to say before we end the webinar?
Ayun, knowledge, and hopefully makatulong siya sa bawat startup. And to Miss Mellie, para sa point of view, thank you rin. And
Thank
yun,
you.
gusto ko rin sabihin na ever since naman ang Startup Local is open for collaboration talaga. Even before pa ng ECQ. So for startup businesses, kung may tanong kayo, gusto niyo ng collaboration o kung ano yung pwede kong itulong sa inyo, in terms of promotion, marketing, yung page ko, offer ko rin naman sa inyo. So, I do cross-promotion. So, kung meron kayong events na naiisip after nung ECQ na pwede natin gawin together, let me know. Sobrang open ako niyan. Open ako sa ganyan. Yan yung mga gusto ko. So, message nyo lang kami sa Facebook page namin. And for this video, i-upload naman to, sir, di ba?
Opo.
Dito. So, para kung gusto nyong balikan, pwede nyong balikan. And hopefully, hindi lang rin to yung last natin. So, hopefully, magdi-discuss pa tayo ng mas maraming bagay na makatulong sa every entrepreneur, even after ECQ.
Yes.
So, ayun. And gusto ko sanang, ayun nga, for every entrepreneur dyan, huwag kayong mawalan ng pag-asa.
Yes.
Mas mabigat sa damdamin yung nangyayari sa atin ngayon, pero kailangan, bilang entrepreneur, kasi sabi nga ni Ma'am, solopreneur, so, pati yung part ng emotional part ng negosyo, kakargahin natin yan. So, kaya kung tayo yung pinaka-founder niyan, kailangan malakas din tayo. So, ayun. God bless sa inyong lahat.
God bless po. Stay safe.
Yes.
Thank you. Huwag na
Thank
lumabas ng
you.
bahay para hindi,
Bye-bye.
ma-extend.
Sama.
Huwag naman sana.
Sana wag na ma-extend. Wag na.
Wag na, What I mean, wag nang lumabas ng bahay para hindi no ma-extend kasi ang daming lumalabas na videos na
Yeah.
nagpapasawa yung community. So, tiis-tiis na lang para hindi na ma-extend po. Please lang.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ingat po.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank
Thank you
you.
po. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.